Breaking right now, a police shooting near the Georgia State campus, close to the Greyhound station at the intersection of Forsyth and Brotherton Streets. We know one man was shot and is being treated at Grady. The GBI is investigating. Stay with 11alive.com for updates on that one. Meanwhile, it's happening again. Another local teacher facing some serious jail time tonight. This time, a Henry County kindergarten teacher busted for allegedly selling drugs. Ron Jones went to her home in Locust Grove to get her side of that story.
Yeah, we're talking about the veteran teacher, Natalie Pignataro. She's been teaching at Rocky Creek Elementary School for years now. So we wanted to find out why she was busted with a house filled with drugs, but she was not really happy to see my camera.
Yes, can I help you?
My name is Ron Jones. I'm with 11 Alive News.
I don't have any comments. Thank you.
Miss Natalie Pignataro quickly walks away from my camera after she discovers why I'm here.
Are the allegations true?
This home the Pignataro is walking into in Locust Grove was the focus of a major drug task force bust. What was allegedly found in the kindergarten teacher's home is shocking. Investigators say she had 4 pounds of prepackaged marijuana ready for resale and ecstasy pills and other illegal drug paraphernalia. She wasn't up to talking to me, so I headed to school where she works.
I went back to Rocky Creek Elementary School because I wanted to hear from the parents, and they had nothing but glowing things to say about Miss Pignataro.
She's an awesome teacher.
According to the Henry County School District's website, Pignataro has been teaching kindergartners at Rocky Creek Elementary School for 7 years and has been teaching for 14 years. Parents who had their children in her class call her exceptional.
I was shocked. I'm still shocked. You know, she's my daughter's teacher, so I'm very shocked.
She was very nice, you know, a very nice person, so I was just surprised when I heard it this morning.
Parents say what made her so exceptional was her close relationship with the kids in her kindergarten class.
The way she interacted with them, the love she showed, I mean, she's just an all-around teacher.
By the way, school officials say Pignataro did not do anything wrong on school campus. However, she's still on administrative leave while this investigation continues. Also, something else bizarre here. Investigators also arrested her husband, Joel Pignataro, on drug charges as well.
All right, thanks so much, Ron.
Sure.
3 men wanted tonight for a home invasion in Virginia Highlands. Police say they were armed when they broke into the home while people inside were sleeping. Ashley Johnson joins us now. And Ashley, police are thinking there might have been some kind of a mix-up in all of this?
Well, Vinny, police and a victim say the crooks were on a mission to steal a safe and that they really believed a safe was in the home, but turns out the whole thing was a mix-up with the address. Standing outside the home where police say 3 men forced their way in, one of the victims who didn't want his face on camera describes the nightmare.
The gash to my head was a 3.5-inch long gash, and then it pulled back my scalp about 3/4 of an inch. And then a minor concussion.
I want to point out there's a white sheet covering the bottom part of the door. That's where thieves kicked in the door, actually barged into the home, and woke up one of the roommates by pistol whipping him. The victim says the man kept saying, "Where's the safe?" He says they didn't have one. He says they had his face bloody and ended up waking the other 2 men in the house, making out with the cell phone and wallet with cash. But what they really wanted was the safe.
I do believe that they thought that there was a safe inside that home, and that's why they broke into the home.
The victim says the thieves must have wanted to target another neighbor's home who has the same address, just different street.
When I spoke to them the following day, they do have a safe behind a TV next to the closet. So we believe that they had the wrong house because GPS will send people to the wrong houses, mail packages.
Take a good look at these sketches of these 3 suspects. Anyone with information is asked to call Atlanta police. And Vinny, the victim says he spoke with the neighbor of the home he believes the thieves were targeting and that they had 2 house calls over the past couple weeks. And so it's just a reminder for all of us to keep valuables out of plain sight when we have strangers inside our home.
All right, thanks, Ashley.
All right, time for your speed feed. And Cobb County Police just told us, folks, a gunman who opened fire outside a Walmart is still on the run tonight. Police say a road rage incident led to this argument during which time a 62-year-old man pulled out a gun and shot a 23-year-old man. Well, a woman with a younger guy then returned fire before driving the 23-year-old to the hospital. He's expected to be okay, but police are still telling us they're looking for that 62-year-old shooter. Well, the porn star who claims she had an affair with President Donald Trump is now suing him for defamation. Stormy Daniels filed a complaint today in federal court in New York seeking a jury trial and unspecified damages. April 18th tweet from the president calling a sketch of a man Daniels claims threatened her to stay quiet a total con job. Trump continues to deny the affair. And we just learned former President George H.W. Bush will stay in the hospital while recovering from an infection. Bush was admitted on April 22nd, the day after attending the funeral and burial of his wife, Barbara Bush. He has a form of Parkinson's disease and a history of other infections. So here's some good news, folks. A family spokesperson says the 93-year-old is in good spirits and he hopes to travel to the family's vacation home in Maine next month.
Last week, Bill Cosby's name was added to the list of celebrities whose reputations imploded after alleged sexual misconduct. Well, tonight, the guilty verdict against Cosby is being used to catapult a campaign against R&B mogul R. Kelly. The hashtag #MuteRKelly is trending nationwide. Leaders of the Time's Up movement are pledging support to turn the tide on R. Kelly. Millions of people are using the hashtag, including celebrities like Kerry Washington and John Legend. Natisha Lance is here with more on who is leading the charge. And Natisha, R. Kelly now responding to the backlash.
That's right, Vinny. Well, R. Kelly has faced multiple accusations of sexual misconduct for more than 2 decades now, but he managed to fly under the radar until during the initial rise of the Me Too and Time's Up movements. Well, that is changing today, thanks in large part to the Women of Color Committee within the Time's Up movement. Kelly has a well-documented history of allegedly victimizing women and underage girls, including sexual and physical assault and child pornography. Just last year, former Fulton County Chairman John Eves called for a criminal investigation into R. Kelly over an alleged sex cult that was going on in Duluth. Now today, Women of Color of Time's Up, a committee within the Time's Up movement, says they are joining the existing Mute R. Kelly campaign, calling on music venues and companies like RCA Records, Ticketmaster, Spotify, and Apple Music to cut ties with the singer. R. Kelly's team released a statement to Vice News in response, saying the singer supports the pro-women goals of the Time's Up movement, but they also insist Kelly is the target of a greedy, conscious, and malicious conspiracy to demean him. Well, it goes on to say, we will vigorously resist this attempted public lynching of a black man who has made extraordinary contributions to our culture. So, Vinny, we'll have to see what happens, but R. Kelly has flown under the radar for quite a long time, so we'll see if this has any kind of resonance.
See if this has any sort of a different result.
Yep,
Thanks
exactly.
so much. Appreciate it.